I am 42 years old. If I could go back in time and talk to 20-year-old me, what would I tell it? Let me get into it right now.
You see, the hustle that keeps the lights on isn't the same one that grows the empire. You have to have that craving for more. So stop listening to the chatter and focus on reaching for greatness. And no matter what, keep making bangers. I am Josh Russell.
So I'm out here at Shutterfest 2025, and this place is just filled with like motivation, and it really got me thinking. I'm 42 years old. I'll be 43 at the end of this year, and if I could go back to 20-year-old me before the touring hip-hop career and all the bad decisions and mistakes that I've made over the last 22 years, what would I say to me? And that's what this video is going to be about, because not do I feel like that I need it because I've found most of these. I'm hoping that I can help you get to where you want to be a little bit quicker. So if this is your first video that you've ever seen of mine, my name is Josh, and I'm a professional photographer, educator, and all-around good guy. If you're looking for a little bit of inspiration and knowledge in photography or content creation, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe, the like button, leave me a comment, let me know where you're watching from, and where you are in your photography or content creation journey. So right off the bat, one of the most important things that I would tell myself now, it wasn't really around as much as it is now, but start posting even if it's not perfect. Now, there are multiple reasons why I say to start posting even if it's not perfect. The first one being, you'll be able to see your progress. I go back and I look at old photos that I posted years ago, and I kind of did this already, but I'm able to go back and see these photos that I took 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and see my progression over the years and how I've become such a better photographer, content creator, vlogger, whatever you want to say about me. I can see my first videos were absolutely terrible. My first photos, they were okay, but it's not something that I would be charging multiple thousands of dollars for. So that is one of the main reasons. The other reason is because you're just getting your brand out there. You're building a brand identity. And that is very important in this industry, is to build a brand identity based around who you are and how you're becoming that person. So start posting right away. Don't wait until your stuff is better, because by then you'd have to go back and start building a brand, and that's just not fun. So the next thing that I'd tell myself, number two, is the camera doesn't matter, consistency does. It doesn't matter if you're shooting Sony, Nikon, Canon, whatever it is, it does not matter. It doesn't matter if you have the best lenses, it doesn't matter if you have the best lighting, it doesn't matter if you have the best editing software. It's about using that over and over and over again. It's about creating some sort of workflow with what you have. Then start building on after that. I never had the best lenses or the best camera bodies when I first started, but over the years, over the education, over the building who I am, I started growing more and more as far as equipment. And you will notice that the better equipment, of course, the better lighting, of course, it's all gonna start looking better. But you don't need to. You can literally start a photography career with a phone. Now, I know I'm gonna get hate in the comments for saying that, but you can. You can be a content creator at weddings using a phone. You don't need top of the line equipment. Now, you should, yes, but you don't need it. It's about building that consistency. And you're gonna notice that all of these topics revolve loosely around brand identity. Building a brand for yourself, not just being a person with a camera, not just being a person who makes videos, not being a part-time photographer. You're building a brand around you, around your photography, around your business, one of these options, but it's about brand identity. Number three is something that I took way too long to learn the professional side of it, and that is to learn sales as soon as you can. As soon as possible, start taking educational classes or workshops or reading or watching YouTube content or hiring professional services or whatever it may be to learn sales. Because there is a proper way. There's a proper way to set up sales structure. There's a proper way to market your business where it will be successful. You can't just throw numbers out. You can't just go all willy-nilly in it and try to figure out numbers as you're going. Oh, well, I want to charge this because I feel like it's worth this. No, you need to do research as far as competition in your area, the requests for the amount of work or the type of work you do. You need to see if it's really a need, and if it's a higher demand, you can charge more, and you can charge what's going the average in your area, or even the top if you feel like you're at the top of that. So it's one of those things where you really need to think about, and you really need to charge correctly. And to charge correctly and to know this marketing and all of that, and figuring out your cost of doing business and all that, you need to learn sales. You need to learn all of the money side of things. And that's one of the things that I took too long to learn. So number 4, document, don't just create. So for the longest time, one of the things that I always did was I always tried to think about my YouTube videos. Well, I had to create this video based around this. I had to do it around that. I had to learn this certain thing, or I had to teach this certain thing and not just do whatever I could. Now, recently, I've been doing behind the scenes, quick editing videos, Q&A answering videos, stuff like that, just real quick stuff, and not really thinking about it. These behind the scenes, these editing videos, these mess ups, all of that stuff, and posting all that is once again just going to help you build that brand identity. It's going to help you out, and it's going to help people recognize who you are, what you do, and why they should hire you. So number 5 is one of the ones that I wish I would have learned a lot longer, and that is the people that you surround yourself with will make or break you. There are many people that say it, and I'm going to repeat it. If you surround yourself with a bunch of millionaires, you will become a millionaire. If you surround yourself with a bunch of bums, you will become a bum. And that's something that I never took to heart, really. I was like, well, I want to be friends with everyone. I want to impress everyone, be famous to everyone, something like that. But the people that you surround yourself with, those are the ones that are going to influence you. And in turn, you're going to influence them. So it's one of those things where you need to make sure that you're around the right people. Number 6, another one of those things that I wish I would have started at the beginning of my career, but I'm going very deep in it right now, and I'm really trying, is building an email list. There's so many people that don't understand the power of an email list, including me. I never understood how important an email list could be. And getting out there and building a community or building a group of people that you can contact outside of social media. Because I've said it many times about building your own website, but building an email list, like let's say social media disappears. Let's say Facebook goes down. Let's say YouTube disappears. Let's say Instagram is gone, X is gone, TikTok is gone. Where are you going to contact the people that you've built trust over the years? Emails. Emails are one of those things that I don't feel like are ever going to disappear. Probably someone's going to comment in 20 years to this video and be like, oh, emails are gone. Sorry. But I feel like that this is the place where you can build a community around your control. You can email them when you want. Now, don't go and email like crazy, but there are ways that you can set up email lists for free. You need to start building an email list. Over the last 3 or 4 months, I've built an email list of 600 people. I mean, just by asking for an email, sending sporadic emails to them, not spamming the hell out of their account, but just sending sporadic emails. The next one is kind of double standard. So, and before I say it, I'm going to explain it, so stick around. Start teaching and educating early in your career. Now, I'm not saying you need to be a conference speaker like I am or have a full-blown YouTube educational channel like me, but what you need to do is you need to start teaching. Even if it's teaching other photographers or friends or content creators, people with cameras like this around you, start helping them. I've said it many, many years, many times. You might not know everything, but you for sure know something that somebody else doesn't. So if you can pass on that information to somebody, you're going to help them, and they're going to spread the word about you. Now, you might not want to be an educator like me in the full-blown sense of it, but helping people will show your authority as a photographer, as a content creator, as a vlogger, whatever it may be. It'll help you out. Number 8, build a community, not clout. For many years, I've just been chasing likes, worried about how many people are going to like my page, how many subscribers I'm going to get overnight, things like that. And it's not what you need to worry about. You need to worry about building a community, finding people that actually follow you for the right reasons, the ones that actually respect you and support you. Those are the important ones when it comes to being a photographer. The other photographers in your area that you've helped out by maybe educating them or something like that. Those are the ones you need to worry about. And this goes deeper into the content creator side of things. Stop worrying about the likes and the comments and the follows. Those will all come. Worry more about the people who like and comment every single one of your videos, not just one video that gets a general mass of people at it. Worry about the ones that you see regularly commenting, regularly messaging, regularly sharing. Those are the important people in your life. Number 9, say yes before you're ready. And what do I mean by that? You need to, in this industry, take chances. Whether it be go to a conference like this, or whether it be shoot something out of your comfort zone, or go to a local workshop. These are all important things, and it's really important that you try to do something that's out of your comfort zone early in your career, because that is what's going to set your niche apart. That's what's going to figure out what you really like to do. If you want to go travel and take environmental photography, environmental portraits, stuff like that, if you want to take landscape photos, you need to go out and you need to take a chance and try it. You need to try product photos. You need to try stuff that's out of your comfort zone, because all of these little aspects of this will help you out in the long run when you do narrow down your niche and figure out what you're going to do, which leads right into the next one, and that is narrow down your niche as soon as you can. There are too many photographers out here that are just photographers. And by being just a photographer, there's an oversaturated market. So if you want to shoot family photos, just shoot family photos. If you want to shoot newborn, just shoot newborn. If you want to be a product photographer, just shoot product photos. Narrow down your niche early. That way you can start promoting that in your brand. That way it starts getting known and seen as you are Josh Russell, the headshot photographer in Appleton, Wisconsin. That way they know who I am. Or I am Josh Russell, the YouTube creator who teaches at conferences. So these people that are following me, the people that hire me, the people that know me, know who I am because of my niche. And if I was just a general photographer, how do you market that? So you need to get your niche down. You need to figure that out right away, because it's very important. Okay, so just like Bon Jovi said, we're halfway there. Number 11, charge more. I know it's repeated a lot, but you're worth more than you think. So many people think that just because they're a part-time photographer, or they just do it for fun, or they're not a full-blown business, that they don't need to charge the going rate, that what they're worth. And that saddens me, because you're worth a lot more. You have to think about your time to shoot, your time to edit, your time to market yourself. I mean, this is a full-blown business, whether you want to be full-time or not. Like, you are working way more than just that 30-minute shoot. You know, there is so much more that goes into being a photography business. And by saying that, that leads into number 12. You're not just a photographer, you are a business. And I apologize for the construction over me. I'm sitting in the public. There's actually a class going on like 5 feet from me right now. But the thing is you're not just a photographer. And this is something that I struggle with for a long time and this is something that I've never really struggled with, because I've always been business minded, even when I was doing music and running my hip hop career and stuff like that. But you need to think of yourself more than just a person who photographs. You're a business. Whether it's a part-time business, a hobby can still be a business if you're making money from it, or you're full-time like people like I am. You need to remember that you're not just a photographer. There's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot. I mean, you have to pay for education. You have to pay for your gear. You have to pay for whatever you need to edit, all of this. And in turn, if you're charging money, then you are a business. With that being said, make sure that you're doing the correct business. You're filing your taxes, you have insurance, all of this stuff that's going to not only help you, save you, and keep you out of jail, but also helps you as a business, as a brand. If you're the photographer who's shooting weddings and you're insured to shoot weddings, but there's 10 others that aren't, and the couples find this out, or the venue finds this out, they're not going to work with those people. They want the people who know what they're doing, who are professional. Number 13 is one of the hardest ones that I still even have a hard time overcoming, and that is outsource faster. If there is something that you can delegate to somebody else to keep you going in your goals, outsource it. Whether it be editing, whether it be a social media marketer, whether it be some sort of manager for bookings, outsource faster. Find someone who can help you out, because if you outsource, and yes, you're going to have to pay them, which is probably one of the hardest things as a business owner to worry about, is, am I going to have enough money to pay somebody? Am I going to be able to hire someone? And then what happens if? What happens if? I can guarantee you, when you start outsourcing, when you start hiring people on, to help you with even little things, whether it's a virtual assistant or anything, your business will grow faster because you will have more time to do what you love to do and not the daunting stuff that really slows you down. Number 14, fail publicly, learn loudly. Now, what do I mean by that? When something goes wrong, when you fail in your photography or editing or anything like that, don't be afraid to show that stuff. Don't be afraid to show that you're failing, but make sure that you're showing what you learned from that. Make sure you're showing that you learned from this mistake or this failure or this lesson. There's always a learning opportunity in everything that happens in your career. And yes, you're learning from these experiences, but so are so many other people. So many other people are seeing what you're doing and they might relate. They might be like, damn, I've done that. Like, now I understand and now I feel better about what I did. Number 15, the algorithm is not your enemy. Your fear is. I understand that it's terrifying to put yourself in front of a camera or put out videos or put out photos, because what happens if it doesn't work? What happens if they don't turn out? What happens if something happens? I'm terrified to be in front of a camera. That's all fear that doesn't have to stop you. You need to overcome these fears. You need to not think about them, because no matter what, somebody is rooting for you. Somebody wants to see you. And the fact is when you don't worry about that, your algorithm is going to push you. I know people who are absolutely terrified to be in front of a camera like this. I am even a little nervous right now because, like I said, there's a class next to me. There's people walking literally right behind. You're probably hearing some of them. But I can't let that fear stop me from doing this video, from making what I want, because when the fear takes over, that's when you lose. When the fear controls what you do, that's what's gonna slow you down and stop you from being successful. So the next one is rejection doesn't mean you're not good enough. There could be many different aspects that go into why somebody doesn't wanna work with you. Maybe they found somebody else that they like better. Maybe they personally connect with someone better. Maybe they found a style that they like a little bit better. There's so many reasons why somebody doesn't hire you. And it doesn't mean that they don't like your work. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. Maybe there's just a personal connection better with someone else. Maybe they found somebody who is a little bit closer to where they want in budget consideration. There's just so many aspects and outcomes why they don't hire you. So don't let it discourage you. Don't let it make you feel like you're a failure, because you're not. If you're out here doing this, if you're out here even being a hobbyist, a part-timer, full-timer, you're doing it. Like, you're not just putting it off. You're not just like, well, I would love to be a photographer, but maybe someday. If you're watching this video, you're already in it. You're already doing it. Don't let it slow you down. Don't let it scare you. And that rolls right into the next one, is you don't need permission to start your business. You don't need permission to start your hobbies. You don't need permission to be a photographer. Do it. Just get out there and start doing it. Like I said earlier in this video, my first videos were absolutely terrible. My first photos were not good, but I didn't care. I just went and did it. I just got into it, continued to do it, and I always said, one day I'm going to be a successful photographer. One day I'm going to be an educator. One day I'm going to teach photographers. I want to learn enough to be able to teach other photographers what I do. That has always been my goal. I looked at people like Glenn Dewis, like Joel Grimes, like all of these photographers that are just incredible. These names that we've seen and known in the industry, and I was like, one day I want to be them. One day I want to be like Glenn. And I now am. Years and years of watching Glenn's work and dissecting his video styles and trying to adapt it to the way that I want to make videos, and just all of this stuff, like trying to figure it all out. And here I am, 4 years in a row now, speaking at Shutterfest, one of the largest conferences in the United States. And I've been to other conferences and spoke at other conferences, and I'm literally living proof of what I wanted to do, because I didn't ask permission from anybody. I just went for it. So this one is a little on the interesting side, more content creation, not quite as photography related, but passive income is your friend. If you can figure out a way to make online courses, if you can figure out a way to sell presets, if you can figure out a way to give a free guide out. Now, in the photography perspective, prints. So if people are ordering prints from you, canvases, stuff like that, this passive income is a huge way to make a lot of money. A very big amount of passive ways to make, where you don't even have to actively work and you just make money. Now, when I say that, don't think that like if you're going to put an online course up, you're instantly going to be a millionaire. It does take more work than that to be this person, but you can absolutely do it. There's a drone flying above me right now. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but you can absolutely make passive income. You can wake up in the morning and have a couple extra $100,000 in your bank account because you just put up an online course online, or you put up a guidebook that people are buying, or you put up something that people are buying and you didn't even tell them about it, just because they found you online or found you on your YouTube or found you on Instagram and they saw that you had this. Brand identity. Number 19 is celebrate the small things. We as entrepreneurs, business owners, content creators, photographers, we always want the big thing. We always want the big moments, and that's what we want to celebrate. Why don't you just celebrate the fact that you're becoming something in this industry? Celebrate the small things. You learned one new editing technique that's going to change the way you edit. You learned a new program. You added a light. You got a new lens that has changed the way that your photos look. Celebrate these small victories. These are the ones that are important, because these are the ones that keep you going on a daily. Yes, we strive for these bigger moments. I strive to be a main stage speaker or a keynote speaker in like an opening ceremony, or I want to speak in front of 10,000 plus people, but speaking in front of a class of 50 is just as rewarding. It can benefit sometimes even more than doing the huge auditorium speaking. And taking photos of a family that have medical issues or something like that, and you create this moment for them, that can be much more rewarding, much more celebrated than shooting portraits of a celebrity. It's easier to market something that's the other way, but really not. I mean, people want to see these intimate moments, these special moments too. Celebrate those. And we've gotten to the end. Number 20. Before I let you know what this is, because it is the most important one, please, once again, if you learned something, if this helped you, if it motivated you, let me know in the comments down below. I don't get enough comments on my videos, and I really love interacting with all of you. Please, go ahead, hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave me a comment. And number 20, time is gonna pass anyway, so make it count. I have looked back over the last 22 years of my life, and I have absolutely made as many moments as I can count. It's always been a goal of mine to make as many memories as I can throughout life. It's always been a goal of mine to meet as many people as I can, educate as many people as I can, and hear these stories. And that's why I keep coming back to these conferences, is to hear stories from the people I met 4 years ago that took my class, that didn't know who I am, run up to me and tell me how much they've changed in the last 4 years, and it's because of my classes, or it's because they saw me online and saw my videos, or it's because they saw my photos on Instagram. Time's gonna pass. You need to make these memories count, these moments count, these experiences, and that is what's so important to me. Is it's not making a bunch of money, it's not being super wealthy and successful. It's about just making memories and making moments, meeting people, and being able to say in 20 years when I'm over the hill that I made as many memories as I could so far. And I hope that I have at least another 40 years of life left, but we'll see. It's about making those memories, and it's about just remembering that what you're doing is so much fun, and these experiences that you can get from this industry are just so incredible. There's just so many moments that I can look back at conferences and workshops and clients that I've shot and people that I've met, and just it genuinely makes me smile. It just genuinely makes me happy to be the person that I am, working with the people that I do and doing what I love. So take this and go forth, my friends. I want you to experience as much as you can, make those memories, and be successful. Now don't forget, comment down below, let me know where you are in your journey. And also, if you want to learn more I do have my online course, the Photog Nation, where you can learn directly from me. It's a mixture of a video course and personal coaching. Check that out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Other than that, I'll talk to y'all later. I have some classes to teach, more content coming from here, from Shutterfest 2025. Thank you to the Cincadas and everybody that has me out here. I appreciate it, and I love you guys. And I love you too. I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.